What's going on, y'all? Conscious One coming at you. So, y'all just put in a 12-teamer, and as y'all see here on the thumbnail, I placed a $21 bet, and this was for a 12-teamer that pays $57,000 and approximately around, I think about $45,000 it would pay after taxes. Don't quote me. So I put in a 12-teamer. In the last video, I already told y'all I put in a 3-teamer. But guys, if I won this kind of money, guys, if I won $45,000, let me tell y'all something. I was just inside the restaurant. In y'all last video y'all saw, and I wanted to do a video showing y'all how the women work, but I said no, I'm not gonna do it. Spirit said no, don't do it. It's frightening, y'all. I mean, I seen a woman working so hard yesterday that I know for a fact no man will come to this restaurant and work like that. I mean, this woman, she had to be about 19, 20 years old, and the way she was working was so robotic that it actually creeped me the fuck out. I'm telling y'all should have saw this, man. This woman, I'm telling y'all, guys, done, through. Because I seen women that women are working harder than guys on these jobs, on these real jobs. I'm gonna say that right now, women are working harder. I seen a young lady working inside this restaurant today that I said I don't even think I've ever moved that fast on a job in my life. You know, the sad thing about humanity is that we actually enslave ourselves. We build our own prisons with our own hands. Women working in somebody else's kitchen instead of their own. You have to ask yourself, how did humanity get to that point where you just give up all your rights and just decide to give it away to somebody else? I mean, I guess you have to induce a lot of fear to get humanity to that point. But when you finally wake up, y'all, and you start seeing with real eyes, and you realize what you're seeing with real eyes, it's frightening. It's very frightening. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. I'm telling you, the way I seen how this woman was working all robotic in this place, it was scary, y'all. It was like she had given up all her human rights just to some mediocre job that they call a real job. Remember I got y'all a real job. It's just amazing that humanity actually enslaves themselves. Nobody does it to them. They actually do it to themselves based on fear, or other variables, but mostly on fear. People are tricked into enslaving themselves and building their own prisons with their own hands. It's very sickening. It's very sickening. First, especially when you've convinced yourself that you're supposed to live like that. Anyway, y'all, let me tell y'all the 12-teamer I did. I'll go through each one and tell you why I did it. Okay. Let's start with the favorites first. I took the Kansas City Chiefs on the road, -1.5. I mean, Chiefs coming off a loss. They got a bad week coming up, y'all. I figured they should take care of business. Again, I don't think this is a spot for San Francisco, who usually takes care of business at home. But I just don't think they're going to do this against the Chiefs, who will have a bye next week, y'all. I don't think the Chiefs coming off a loss, we know they're going to show up to play. So why not take the Chiefs? Next, I took the Miami Dolphins -7.5 versus Pittsburgh. We all know Pittsburgh is just coming off beating Tampa, y'all, and I guess maybe the public be expecting them to do anything. So regardless of the quarterback situation with Miami, I just went on ahead and went with Miami. You remember, when you're doing a big ticket, y'all, you can't really be thinking too hard about stuff. You just let it ride, man. Just like that morning I woke up and I did that 10-teamer and ended up winning. I just let it ride. I didn't really think about it too much. All right, so that second pick, the Dolphins -7.5. Third pick, I'm taking Raiders at home -7. Here's another game. Houston Texans. I believe Houston Texans beat somebody 2 weeks ago that I had predicted, right? And so people are going to be thinking about that game and thinking Houston possibly has a chance against the Raiders. I think this is a chance the Raiders get to show out in front of their home crowd in Vegas. I think this is the season ticket holder Las Vegas Raiders show out game, basically. All right, so that's all I'm going to say about that. Raiders cover. Okay, so our fourth pick favorite that we picked is the Cincinnati Bengals at home -6.5. Yes, Atlanta has covered 6 straight, but I don't think they're going to cover this game, y'all, because it's the same type of spread as last week that Atlanta had. And I just think Atlanta's covering train stops here. I don't see them offensively being able to keep up with the Bengals. And so that's my 4 favorites, y'all. Now, let me tell y'all the totals. I took over 50.5 in the Chargers game. I see it went down from a 53 to 50, but I still got it going way over. And then I took under with Tampa Bay. It dropped from a 40 to a 38. I'm still taking the under. I took the under with Tampa Bay. So that's 6. And then let me see, I got six dogs I chose. First, I took the Browns plus 6. I mean, why not, right? Ravens can't cover nothing. If they cover, well, you know, hell, you know, if they do cover. I still think Cleveland Browns is the #1 play, plus 6. I took the Detroit Lions plus 6.5 at Dallas. Y'all know how I feel about Dallas. Every time they favorite, they not in the game. They end up losing the game. I took the Bears plus 7.5 on Monday night. I think too much public money is on the Patriots, so I took the Bears, who've been, even though they suck, I mean, they still been holding their own, kind of like the Denver Broncos as far as the defense is concerned. You know, it's not like the Bears have won no games. You know what I'm saying? They could be in that game on Monday night. So it's a primetime game. Bears should cover. Okay, so the fourth dog pick I picked was the Denver Broncos at home. Well, the Jets went to a -1.5. They flipped it. So I said, since they flip it like that, and I really don't want 2 New York teams on the ticket, I'll take 1 Giants plus 3.5, and I'll take, you know, Denver at home winning against the Jets, since Vegas now wants to make the Jets a -1.5. Okay, so I just knocked 2 more out, and how many? I think I got 1 more dog to give y'all. Yeah, y'all know I'm doing the Giants plus 3.5. I'm doing Broncos plus 1.5 at home. So I think I got 1 more that I have to tell y'all that I did, and that's oh yeah, the Indianapolis Colts plus 2.5. And so that's 12, y'all. I believe that's 12, and that's the 12 teamers that I did. That's the 12. Let's see how many I get right out of 12, y'all. Let's see how many I can get right out off 12 picks. So that's what I did, y'all. And man, like I said, if I won $45,000 off the taxes, I mean, do you know what I can do with $45,000 with my mind? Places I've been, the experience I have, the skills that I have, the work ethic that I have. And by the way, y'all, I'm convinced that there's no way you can stack money unless you are out here dogging it like I am. Sleep 4 hours, get up, you work in, boom. You don't have to go in the bath. Your house, it's like you go inside your apartment and it's like fly paper. You get stuck and you lose money. Time is money. That's why when I take a little 4-hour nap and I wake up and I hit it again, if I had to go home and find parking just to get into my own home, I couldn't do this. I'll be losing money just by going home. Yes, it's that complicated. Since I've been doing this thing out of my car, y'all, I said, you know what? This is the only way to get ahead. You can't, man, as soon as you try to go in the crib, you fucked. You're losing money. Because you know when you hit that bed, you're not getting up in 4 hours. You're not getting up you standing outside that place about 8 to 10 hours. So yeah, but anyway, guys, I'm telling y'all, I see women in this place right here that work so hard that will put any man to shame. And men are just not willing to do some of the stuff that women do to keep slaving in this system, to keep the matrix going. That's why they call women the wall of the matrix. Women will be the last ones to defend this society. Sad, ain't it? You actually think it's supposed to be men that defend the matrix. No, it's going to be women defend this thing. They volunteer to be slaves and go work in other people's kitchens. And you can never tell them that anything else is better for them. But anyway, I done said enough. Man, $45,000 after taxes, y'all. God, I will be able to literally just kind of chill out for a year. Take a vacation, chill out for a year, get rid of this beast, this machine that I've been on. And oh my God, I'll probably be set for life because I already have everything. To have that kind of money would be unbelievable. Anyway, y'all, talk to y'all later. Peace.